So here we are having another example of non-homogeneous recurrence relation as given. T of n is equals to 2 t of n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n plus 5. This is the otherwise condition, and when n is equals to 0, t of n is equals to 3. That means t of 3 is equals to t of 0 is equals to 3. Fine. So we will solve this equation as it is from the observation till now. It is to be get decided that this is non-homogeneous equation. That's why we have to solve it using the non-homogeneous recurrence relation method. Fine. So first of all we will write the otherwise condition. T of n is equals to 2t of n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n plus 5. Fine. So as it is the non-homogeneous equations, we have to divide this into the two part. First is the t term part and second is the f of n part. Fine. So we will transfer t term part into the LHS side. That's why t of n minus 2t of n minus 1 is equals to 2 to the power n plus 5. Say 5 is the constant term here. Fine. So this is called as the LHS part and this is called as the RHS part. Fine. That's why we will first of all find the root of the LHS part, then we will find the roots of RHS part, then we will write the generalized equation for it. Fine. So first of all LHS part, that is called as part A. We will solve it using our traditional method, that is then root characteristic method. Fine. So first of all t of n minus 2t of n minus 1 is equals to 0. Fine. So first of all we will replace t of n by t to the power n term. Fine. That's why t to the power n minus 2 t to the power n minus 1 is equals to 0. Fine. As the lowest term of the power lowest term power is t to the power n minus 1. That's why what we will do, we will divide the whole equation by t to the power n minus 1. Fine. So we will get t minus 2 is equals to 0. So t is equals to 2. That is my first root, r1 is equals to 2. Fine. So I get the first root using part A. So I will then find the roots of RHS. RHS is 2 to the power n plus 5. Fine. So part B, I will write part B here. Part B is RHS, I will rewrite 2 to the power n plus 5 is equals to 0. Fine. So I will compare it with b to the power n into p of n. Fine. So here observe that there are two functions there. Fine. So first is b to the power n, b1 to the power n, p1 of n. That is I will write 2 to the power n plus 5. Then I will write b to the p1 to the power n into p1 of n plus b2 to the power n into p2 of n. Fine. That is equals to 0. That 2 to the power n plus 5 is equals to 0. Fine. So compare this equation with b1 and p of n. Here the missing term is polynomial term. Here both the terms are missing, just the constant is present. Fine. So first of all we will convert this equation into binomial and polynomial term. So that's why 2 to the power n. First of all I will just convert it into the polynomial term and the binomial term binomial form. That's why 2 to the power n into 1 to the power into 1, then plus 2 to the power n into 1 plus 1 to the power n into 5 into n to the power 0. Why I rewrite it? Because 5 is the constant term. Fine. 5 is the constant term. 1 to the power n is the exponential term and n to the power 0 is the polynomial term here. Fine. N to the power 0 is 1. Similarly for this one we can rewrite it as the n to the power 0 also. That's why I will rewrite 2 to the power n into n to the power 0 plus 1 to the power n into 5 into n to the power 0. Why n to the power 0? Because 1 n to the power 0, that is any of the term to the power 0, any of the term to the power 0 is equals to 1. That's why I rewrite 2 to the power into n to the power 0. Fine. So I will compare it with b1 to the power b1 to the power n into p1 of n. Fine. So I will divide it into the 4 parts. First is b1 to the power n is equals to 2 to the power n. Fine. Then p1 of n, it is n to the power 0. So b1 is 2. My first root is b1 is 2. My first root is 2. Fine. So p1 of n to the power 0. The degree of the term, how many times the root will be get repeated depends on the degree of the polynomial term. Degree of the polynomial term is 0. That's why 0 plus 1 time I will repeat the root. Fine. So 1 time I have to repeat the root. That's why r2 is equals to 2. r2 is equals to 2. Fine. So next I will go to the second term, b to the power n. Compare with this thing. b to the power n, b2 to the power n, b2 to the power n is equals to 1 to the power n. Fine. So b2 is 1. Fine. So how many times this root will be get repeated? It depends on the polynomial term degree. That is n to the power 0 is equals to p2 of n. Fine. N to the power 0 is equals to p2 of n. So n to the power 0, degree of the polynomial term is again 0. That's why 0 plus 1 time I have to repeat. D plus 1 is the formula for this. Degree is 0. That's why 0 plus 1 time I have to repeat. I have to repeat it in the 1 time. That's why r3 is equals to 1 here. Fine. So r3 is equals to 1 here. Fine. So my second step is I will rewrite whole equation, whole root at a time. Fine. So I will rewrite my whole roots at a time. That's why my next step will be step 2. What is my step 2 here? I will rewrite my whole term into the whole roots at a time. That's why r1 is equals to 2, r2 is equals to again 2, and r3 is equals to 1. Fine. So r1, r2 and r3. Observe the roots. Two roots are same and last root is the distinct one. That's why what is my generalized equation? To learn the generalized equation, you have to refer my previous videos. Fine. So what is my generalized equation? T of n is equals to t1, that is a into r1 to the power n. Second time root is repeated. That's why n into b into r2 to the power n, r2 to the power n plus c into r3 to the power n. Fine. So t of n is equals to a into r1 is 2 to the power n plus n into b into r2 is 2 to the power n plus c into r3 is 1 to the power n. So this is my generalized equation. Fine. So call it as part A. Call it as capital A. Fine. Now on the second time what I have to do? I have to take the initial condition. Initial condition given at t of n is equals to 3 if n is equals to 0. Fine. So I have to put n is equals to 0 in the our generalized equation, that is capital A. So I will put n is equals to 0 in generalized equation, that is in equation A. Fine. So t of 0 is equals to a into 2 to the power 0 plus 0 into b into 2 to the power 0 plus c into 1 to the power 0. Fine. So this b term becomes 0 because it is 0 into all the term. That's why t of 0 is 3 here. T of 0 is 3 here. So what is my next equation? T of 0 is 3 here. 0 plus 0 plus c, sorry, a plus 0 plus c, that is 3 is equals to a plus c. This is my first equation that I got. Fine. So what I am doing here, I have to find the value of a, b and c. As here 3 unknowns, that's why we require the three equations to solve 3 unknowns. That's why my first equation will get by putting n is equals to 0 in the generalized equation. Then I will put n is equals to 1. But t of 1 value is not known to me. That's why I will first of all get the t of 1 value. That's why I will put n is equals to 1 in given initial equation. In given equation. So what is my given equation? T of n is equals to 2t of n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n plus 5. Fine. So t of 1 is equals to, I need to get the value of t of 1. Then I will solve 3 unknowns, 3 constants. Fine. So 2t of 1 minus 1, that is 0, plus 2 to the power 1 plus 5. Fine. So t of 1 value I need is equals to 2 into t of 0 is 3 plus 2 plus 5. So t of 1, I will get the value of t of 1 as 13. Value of t of 1 as 13. Fine. So I will get value t of 1 as 13. So I will put n is equals to, now I can put n is equals to 1 in my given, in my generalized equation. Fine. So I will put n is equals to 1 in my next step. N is equals to, put n is equals to 1 in equation A. Put n is equals to 1 in equation A. So what I will get? I will get my generalized equation is t of 1 is equals to a into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into b into 2 to the power 1 plus c into 1 to the power 1. Fine. So t of 1 is 13 is equals to 2a plus 2b plus c. This is my second equation. Fine. Similarly, I want the third equation. That's why what I will do, I will put n is equals to, next consequent value of n is 2. After n is equals to 1, next consequent is 2. That's why I must know what is the value of t of 2. Because at a time I cannot solve 4 constant. Fine. So we have to find the RHS part, first of all value, then LHS part we can find it out. Fine. So n is equals to 2. Put it in given equation. What is my given equation? So given equation is t of n is equals to 2t of n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n plus 5. Fine. So t of 2 is equals to 2t of 2 minus 1, that is t of 1. Fine. So 2 to the power 2 plus 5. So t of 2 is equals to 2 into, what is the value of t of 1? 13 plus 4 plus 5. Fine. So t of 2 is equals to, what value I will get for the t of 2? T of 2 is equals to 35 on solving this. Fine. So I will get t of 2 is equals to what? 35. Fine. So next term we have to solve is put the value of n is equals to 2 in given in generalized equation. Fine. So put n is equals to 2 in my equation A. Generalized equation, I name it as a capital A. Fine. So what is generalized equation? T of n, I will rewrite first. T of n is equals to a into 2 to the power n plus n into b into again 2 to the power n plus c into 1 to the power n. Fine. So t of n, that is t of 2 is equals to, I will put n is equals to 2 here, a into 2 to the power 2 plus 2 into b into again 2 to the power 2 plus c into 1 to the power 2. Fine. So t of 2 is 35 here. 35 is equals to 4a plus 8b plus c. So this is my third equation. Fine. So on solving first equation, second equation and third equation, I will get value of a, b and c. I will get value of a, b and c. Remember, for this method you can use calculator to find 3 unknowns. There is a mode given there, you can use that one. Scientific calculator you can use. Fine. So on solving this, I will get a is equals to 8, I will get a is equals to 8, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to minus 5. Fine. So what is my last last step to use to solve this equation? I have to put value of a, b and c in equation a. So what is my equation a? This is my equation a. Fine. So I will put value of a, b and c here. I will not put value of n here. Remember, I will put value of a, b and c here. Fine. So I will put value of a, b and c here. So what is my generalized equation? Generalized equation is t of n is equals to a into fine, that's why 8 into 2 to the power n plus n into, what is the value of b? 1 into again 2 to the power n. Fine. A into 2 to the power n plus what is the value of b? 1 into that is 2 to the power n here, plus c value is minus 5 into again 1 to the power n. Fine. So this can be your solution, but if you want to again optimize the solution, you can common out through 2 to the power n. That's why t of n is equals to 8 into 8 sorry, I will first of all common out 2 to the power n. Fine. That's why 8 plus n into 1, that is n. Fine. Plus minus 5 into 1 to the power n. Fine. So this is my solution. So this many ways you can solve the non-homogeneous equation. Fine. I gave here 5 examples consequently, so you can remember that example. You can remember how to solve the non-homogeneous equation using this method. Fine. So in the next video we will go for another method of solving the recurrence relation. Thank you.